Hi, I am Johnny John. So, the self. What is the self? You probably have heard me using the word many times. So today let us discuss about what the self is, as it's important and it will help you greatly on your journey of self-transformation to know what the self is. So what is the self? More precisely, who are we? Because that is the same question. So, we are in essence energy. We are consciousness energy. Our thoughts, our emotions are consciousness energy. They are all parts of us. We are the mind. The mind is us. Now, much like in a white light, how it can be split through a prism, and then we can observe the different colors operating at different frequencies of the white light, occupying one space, one time. That is much like what the self is. Within the self, there are different levels of the self operating at different frequencies. But let us not get too scientific here. Let us just simply understand that there are different levels of the self happening within. For instance, there is the physical self, our body. We are consciousness energy operating this physical body, and within us there is the emotional self, which is involved in generating emotions, experiencing emotions. There is the mental self, the part of the self which involves the thoughts. There's also the intuitional self, and deeper within. There are various levels of the self. Now, when you go through an experience in life, all levels of the self is experiencing it because they are all connected. For instance, when you eat an ice cream, you can experience the coldness with your mouth. And in addition to experiencing the ice cream with the physical self, the mental self and the emotional self are all experiencing it at the same time, generating different thoughts, different emotions about the experience you're going through. Okay, so how do we put the information into practical use? Well, in the previous videos, we talked about how the seed cause of all suffering states of the mind begins with negative ideas. Negative ideas are ideas which promote self-rejection. For instance, I hate you because you're arrogant. I hate myself because I failed in something. It is not okay to be selfish. It is not okay to be embarrassed. These are all negative ideas, and I'll get more into this later on. Now, when we experience a suffering experience, we're actually experiencing the negative idea. More precisely, all levels of the self is experiencing the negative idea. So in an experience when someone has said something to embarrass us, the physical self may experience negative physical sensations, for instance, heat in the face. The emotional self may experience negative emotions. The mental self may experience negative thoughts about the experience. So that means we can use the negative thoughts and emotions and physical sensations as clues to find the negative idea happening in the experience. And by transforming the negative idea, all levels of the self will be transformed because they're all connected. So transform the negative idea, no more negative emotions, no more negative thoughts, no more negative physical sensations. That is self-transformation. You're actually transforming the negative idea, the seed cause of all your suffering states of the mind. So in summary, the self. We are energy. We are consciousness energy, and within us are different levels of the self. And this will become more and more evident the more you practice meditation, or any practices which will help you to develop self-awareness. In the next video, we will look more closely at this state of self-rejection as to why the state of self-rejection creates a suffering state of mind.